Welcome back to the channel. The Premier League is heating up as we pass the quarter mark of the 2024-2025 season. Liverpool, under new manager Arne Slot, are leading the charge with an impressive 28 points from 11 games, reclaiming their spot at the top after a few seasons out of the limelight. Meanwhile, the drama at Manchester United continues as they adjust to life with yet another new manager, still seeking consistency to climb the table. Arsenal fans are feeling the pressure as Arteta's side, once early title favourites, have hit a rough patch with just one win in their last 5 matches. And in a surprising twist, Pep Guardiola's Manchester City is showing signs of struggle, facing an unprecedented slump under his leadership. With the international break ongoing, let's break down the key highlights of Matchday 11, where the top clubs stand, and what's shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable seasons yet. Arsenal ready out of the title race? As the Premier League's top teams battle for supremacy, Arsenal's form has left many wondering if they are out of the title race. Over the last 2 seasons, Arsenal has consistently been one of Manchester City's main competitors, but with a string of disappointing results, the resurgence of Liverpool under Arne Slot, the Gunners may find themselves slipping out of contention sooner than expected. A rough patch in form. Arsenal's recent form is far from the title contending standard set in previous season. With no wins in their last 4 league matches, they've stumbled in key fixtures, a disappointing 2-0 defeat to Bournemouth, a draw with Liverpool, a loss to Newcastle, and a recent tie with Chelsea. Currently 4th in the table, Arsenal sits at 19 points, equal with Chelsea, Nottingham Forest and Brighton. At this point last season, they had a stronger record with 23 points, placing them only 3 points behind Manchester City. Now they are 9 points adrift of leaders Liverpool, a significant gap that raises concerns about their title ambitions. They have lost 1 more than they did last season, they have won 2 less than they did last season, and drawn more than they did by this time last season, affecting their points per game ratio. Key issues holding Arsenal back. Arsenal has struggled creatively without Martin Odegaard, whose absence due to injury since September left a noticeable gap. Odegaard, valued at €110 million, returned only recently with his leadership and playmaking abilities sorely missed. In previous seasons, he's been a decisive figure, especially in high-stakes games. He played impressively well against the Blues at the weekend. He has 2 goals and 4 assists in 7 appearances against Chelsea in the Premier League in his career, which can be considered that Odegaard thrives in this particular fixture. He hasn't lost a game with Arsenal this season, although missing 7 out of Arsenal's 11 games. Injury and disciplinary struggles. Injuries to key players like Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka and Julian Timber have compounded Arsenal's problems. Without these players, Arsenal has scored only 5 goals in their last 5 matches, while conceding 6, an imbalance that underscores the importance of their full-strength lineup. On top of that, Arsenal's discipline has been an issue, with their players accumulating 18 red cards since Boxing Day 2019, the highest in the league, affecting game outcomes and consistency. What's next for Arsenal? To remain in contention, Arsenal will need to capitalize on upcoming fixtures and improve their form drastically. They face challenging tests against Liverpool and Manchester City, who could serve as make or break moments. With Odegaard back in the squad, a fully fit lineup and better discipline on the field, Arsenal could still rally, but the clock is ticking on their title hopes. The upcoming international break may provide Arsenal the breathing room they need to regroup, but the question remains, can Arteta's Arsenal overcome the mounting challenges, or is this season's title race already slipping out of reach? Have Chelsea finally found their sweet spot? Chelsea's recent form has fans wondering if the Blues have finally found the rhythm and stability they've been chasing for years. With high-profile signings and frequent managerial changes, Chelsea has often looked like a club without a clear direction, but under the guidance of new manager Enzo Maresca, they may be entering a new era. Impressive form and tactical stability. Chelsea has been in excellent form, losing only one of their last 10 games and securing third place in the Premier League with 19 points. Maresca's impact is evident in both the team's strategies and their stats. They've scored 21 goals this season while conceding 13, maintaining an average of 1.2 goals conceded per game. A defensive improvement, though they still aim to increase their clean sheets with only 2 so far this season. Offensively, Chelsea has been sharp, converting 14% of their attacking moves in the opponent's half and averaging 3 big chances per game, showing their ability to consistently create scoring opportunities. A solid core and key player roles. Unlike previous managers who frequently shuffled lineups, Maresca has chosen a core group of players who consistently feature in the Premier League, while rotating younger and fringe players in cup games like Carabao Cup and Conference League. This focus on continuity has seen players like Moses Caicedo, Levi Colwill, Nicholas Jackson, and Wesley Fofana become central to Chelsea's strategy. Perhaps the biggest revelation has been Cole Palmer, whose form has made him one of the most exciting players in Europe, providing a spark to Chelsea's attack and hinting at a promising future. Having the most goal contribution in the entire Chelsea squad this season with 7 goals and 5 assists. Looking ahead, Chelsea's title ambitions. With newfound stability and tactical coherence, Chelsea is better positioned to chase a top 4 finish or even challenge for the title if they maintain their form. The Maresca-led side has found a blend of youth and experience that gives Chelsea fans a reason to be optimistic, suggesting that this squad could finally bring lasting success to Stamford Bridge. As the season progresses, it will be exciting to see if Chelsea can sustain this momentum, especially with challenges ahead in the Premier League. But if their recent form is anything to go by, Maresca's Chelsea might just be hitting their stride. City's woes continues, but can they bounce back? Manchester City, one of the most formidable teams in world football, is facing an unusual rough patch. Having lost 4 consecutive games, a streak Pep Guardiola has never encountered in his entire career. This dip in form has raised questions about whether the club's dominance might be waning. The stats from their last few games are a stark reminder of City's recent struggles. They've scored 22 goals but conceded 13 this season, managing just 2 clean sheets and converting only 10% of their attacks in the opponent's half. Their defense, conceding 1.2 goals per game, reflects a vulnerability not usually seen in a Guardiola team. A record-breaking losing streak. City's recent losses to Sporting Lisbon, Spurs, Bournemouth, and most recently Brighton have sparked concerns. This is City's longest losing streak since 2006, a time before Guardiola's era and even before the club's major financial investment. Losing to these teams, while competitive, is surprising for City, who are known for dispatching mid and lower table teams with relative ease. In the past, City's relentless form rarely faltered against such opponents, making this streak all the more perplexing. Key injuries take their toll. A key factor in City's struggle has been the absence of influential players. Rodri's sidelining with an ACL injury has exposed City's defensive weaknesses. His influence is undeniable. With him, City wins 71% of their matches, but without him, their win rate drops to 58%. His impact on both ends is equally evident. City scores an average of 2.4 goals with Rodri on the field, but only 1.9 without him. Defensively, they concede just 0.8 goals per match with Rodri, but give up 1.1 in his absence. His defensive positioning, interceptive play, and ability to start attacks are crucial to City's control of the game. The absence of Ruben Dias, John Stones, Nathan Ake, and Kyle Walker further destabilized City's backline. Meanwhile, offensive contributors like Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and Jeremy Doku have also spent time on the sidelines and struggling with form, which has significantly impacted City's attack, especially their ability to create and convert chances. Guardiola himself has acknowledged the toll that injuries and an intensive playing schedule have taken on his squad. "We cannot do it every 3 games. With the injury situation we have," he explained, emphasizing the toll of playing without key players, the Guardiola factor and the road ahead. This challenging period has even led some to speculate whether the Guardiola era might be nearing its end. His influence has defined City's identity, creating a tactical system that relies on intricate passing, high pressing, and relentless energy. As Guardiola pointed out, the success his team has enjoyed could lead critics to believe a decline is overdue, especially given the natural ebb and flow of form across seasons. Yet, with the return of several key players anticipated in the coming weeks, including Diaz, Stones, and Grealish, there's hope that City's fortune will improve. Guardiola's system thrives on having a fully available squad, and getting back to full strength could be the spark they need. However, with Liverpool currently 5 points clear at the top, City will need a swift return to form if they are to mount a title challenge this season. In the end, City's resilience in the face of adversity will be tested. The return of stars like Rodri and De Bruyne, who is currently struggling with form, combined with Guardiola's tactical prowess, may be enough to get the club back on track, but the league leaders are not waiting, and every point dropped could make City's journey back to the top all the more difficult. United's ambitious rebuild under Amorim. Manchester United's season is at a turning point as Ruben Amorim, fresh from his success with Sporting Lisbon, steps into the managerial role at Old Trafford. This marks a significant shift in style, structure, and strategy as United aims to revitalize its squad and establish a clear identity on the field. His arrival follows an interim spell by Ruud van Nistelrooy, who managed to steady the ship with 3 wins in 4 games, scoring 11 goals and securing a crucial Europa League win. Amorim, however, has been brought in for the long haul, expected to lead a rebuild designed around his distinctive playing philosophy. Amorim's tactical blueprint, a 3-4-3 with freedom to roam. At Sporting, Amorim perfected a 3-4-3 setup that blends structure with tactical fluidity. His system is built around a solid central striker, flanked by wingers who have the freedom to drop deep, drifting into central positions and creating an unpredictable offensive threat. Midfield maestro Bruno Fernandes is expected to play a pivotal role, utilizing his vision and passing to exploit gaps between the lines as Amorim's go-to number 10. Goalkeeper Andre Onana is optimistic about the team's ability to adapt to the new system, emphasizing that big players will step up to meet the demands of a high-intensity style. Amorim himself has indicated he will start with a setup he's familiar with before fine-tuning based on its squad strengths, injuries, and adaptability. "You start with what you know well," Amorim remarked, a sign that he'll initially prioritize stability before pushing for nuanced tactical changes. Transfer targets, building Amorim's vision. United's recruitment strategy under Amorim centers on acquiring versatile, disciplined players to fit his demanding style of play. Several key positions are already on his radar. At right wing, playing a crucial role in Amorim's 3-4-3, United is reportedly eyeing Giovanni Quanda, a breakout star at Sporting under Amorim's guidance. Quanda, just 17, has caught the attention of top clubs, but his existing rapport with Amorim could give United a decisive edge. Given that Anthony Ten Hag's acquisition for the right-wing role has struggled to find form, United could see Quanda as a long-term solution. Amorim values midfielders who can drive play and create scoring opportunities. Sporting's Pedro Goncalves has been instrumental under Amorim, playing a pivotal role in the club's recent titles. While Amorim has hinted at future moves for such players, he remains non-committal about January transfers involving his former players. United's search for a clinical finisher has led to links with Victor Gyökeres, the Swedish forward who has attracted interest from multiple top-tier clubs. His physicality and finishing could be assets in Amorim's setup, especially in a team looking to diversify its goal-scoring opportunities. Defense is an area where Amorim is determined to bolster the squad. Reports from Italy suggest that Juventus captain Danilo could be a prime target, with his contract expiring at the season's end. However, with recent defensive acquisitions like Lenioro and Matheus de Ligt, it remains uncertain if United will commit further to big money defensive moves. The path forward, challenges and expectation. Amorim's appointment comes with high expectation to shape United's future on and off the pitch. His reputation for developing young talent, emphasizing structured yet flexible tactics and fostering a high-energy playing style aligns with the club's vision of a competitive, adaptable team. However, with a crowded fixture list and ongoing adaptation to a new style, the challenges are significant. Manchester United fans can anticipate a period of transformation, and if Amorim's impact at Sporting is anything to go by, there is reason for optimism. His track record suggests he's capable of instilling a tactical discipline and confidence that could bring stability and success back to Old Trafford. While the January transfer window may not see sweeping changes, the foundation of an Amorim revolution are beginning to take shape. And Slot takes Liverpool by storm, the makings of a title charge. Liverpool's new boss Arne Slot hasn't just fit in, he's transformed the club into an well-oiled machine poised to challenge for the Premier League title. Slot, who joined from Feyenoord, has led Liverpool to an impressive 5-point lead over favourites Manchester City after just 11 games, boasting 9 wins and only 1 loss. The rest only defeat dates back to mid-September against the high-flying Nottingham Forest, and they've otherwise maintained their dominance form across both the league and Champions League. Slot's tactical genius, building on club's legacy. While many new managers spend their first season adjusting, Slot has hit the ground running by refining rather than overhauling the tactics left by Klopp. Like Klopp, he emphasizes relentless high pressing and aggressive ball recovery, but he has added his own twist by sharpening positional play and emphasizing flexibility within formations. Slot shared with TNT Sport that he has kept what Liverpool did really well under Klopp, blending their strengths with his vision to set Liverpool on a winning path. This strategy has paid off in European competition too. Liverpool's Champions League campaign has seen near flawless defensive displays, with only 1 goal conceded in high-profile matchups against Bayern Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, Bologna and AC Milan. The Salah factor, record-breaking performance. Mohamed Salah has been electrifying under Slot's system, with 10 goals and 10 assists in just 17 appearances this season. Salah's performances have him among Europe's top players, and he recently surpassed Thierry Henry's Premier League assists record, now boasting 75 assists, an outstanding feat that cements his place as one of league's all-time greats. Slot's system has amplified Salah's creative and scoring abilities, making him more dangerous than ever. A squad of established stars and strategic consistency. Slot's approach stands out because he relied on Klopp's roster rather than splurging on new signings, a testament to the quality he inherited. Top talents like Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and newcomers Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai have thrilled under Slot's guidance. The Dutchman has molded this already formidable group into a unified force, focusing on building chemistry and maximizing existing strengths rather than making sweeping changes. Historical highs and a glimpse of glory. Slot's start has been historical. No Liverpool manager has accumulated more points in their first 11 games. This level of success early on is reminiscent of Liverpool's 2019-2020 campaign, when they won the title after a similar blistering start. With every win, the possibility of another league triumph seems increasingly within reach. As the Premier League season unfolds, Slot's Liverpool looks like a team on the rise, fueled by a winning blend of stability, tactical intelligence, and record-breaking performances from players like Salah. For rival clubs, especially those looking to reshape their fortunes with new managers, Slot's success at Anfield serves as a masterclass in how to balance evolution with consistency. And that's where we stand with the top teams in the Premier League. Highs, lows, and all the thrills in between. With Manchester City facing rare challenges, Manchester United building under fresh leadership, and Liverpool storming forward with Slot's brilliance, this season is shaping up to be unforgettable. From Salah's record-breaking runs to Rodri's crucial absence at City, every game is painting a new chapter in this competitive saga. As always, the Premier League keeps us guessing. So hit subscribe to stay tuned for the next twist in this riveting journey.